Jason Gorber is a critic with twitchfilm.com and joins us now. Jason, good to see you.
Hi, Scott.
Nothing much going on for you in the next, say, 10 to 12 days.
Yeah, everybody's got back to school. I got TIFF. So many movies. Oh, my God. They're all piling on.
I know. Before we get to TIFF, I want to start with November Man. I really like the spy genre, let's just say. James Bond, Jason Bourne, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How does this rank?
So we got like sort of a bunch of James Bond stuff in this film. We have sort of a James Bond woman and a James Bond ex-lead colliding together in this sort of, it's trying to be super clever. It's trying to be like the old spy coming out from the cold, like a Jean Le Carré kind of thing. But it really falls flat. Look, Pierce isn't so bad in it, but just as a story, as it sort of comes together, it's really not a lot of stuff we haven't seen before. And when you look at things like the Bourne movies or stuff like Archer, the animated program, you get some really fun things, like knowing what the sort of tropes, the ideas of a spy genre are, and playing with it. When we go back to this kind of old school thing, it really doesn't work, which is why they had to reinvent James Bond. This tries to be a little bit retro, but it doesn't do anything super intelligent like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and it doesn't do anything nearly as interesting as, say, the Bourne movies.
Okay, TIFF now, you have about 8 million movies to see over the next 2 weeks once it starts. Which one do you want to see the most? Yeah,
so one I'm most looking forward for audiences to get a chance to see is Nightcrawler. I can't say too much about it because of this craziness of embargo, but I can tell you in general what it's about, and it's about news media. I've sort of been really sort of pithy in saying this is my network. This is a really, really super interesting project with Jake Gyllenhaal absolutely upping his game. What we're going to see here is sort of absolutely this is the kind of Oscar-worthy film that's going to come out of a festival like TIFF. Now look, you got hundreds and hundreds of films. You got films from Iceland, you got films from all over the world that are coming together, but sometimes some of these big sort of indie Hollywood films really make a big splash at TIFF, and Nightcrawler is one of the big ones that they're doing a world premiere for. It is super interesting, it's super edgy. Basically the story of a guy, a Nightcrawler, one of these guys that takes his camera and captures sort of accident footage and puts it onto local news in Los Angeles and all the elements that come out. The trailer is really tremendous, but skip the trailer. This is like one of those films that you just want to hold off and see. I'll talk more about it when we can actually expand upon it on TIFF, but I just know that audiences will really, really want to see this film, and it's definitely going to be one of the big things to come out of this year's festival.
A big TV star also making a film in this, Jon Stewart.
Yeah, so Jon Stewart has been working on this film for 2 years. This is a truly remarkable story. It's about Mario Bahari, a Canadian-Iranian citizen who's working for Newsweek, and did like one of his shticks. He showed up on an interview on Daily Show. He was kidnapped and interrogated in Iran around the 2009 election and held and accused of being a spy. And the evidence they used against him was his appearance on the Daily Show. They're like, look at you on this crazy American CIA Jew-controlled media. Here you are on the Daily Show. We're going to hold you as a spy. And the whole surreal nature of it, the crazy story is told. He came eventually on the Jon Stewart show, and the two of them have helped craft this story. It stars Gael Garcia, and bringing it all together in this sort of weird political drama with a little bit of surrealism. It's the kind of thing that Jon Stewart has been known for years to do, that mix of the politics and the surreal and the comedic. And it's just something that's really going to play very well for an audience.
We look forward to that and the rest of the reviews during the festival as well. Jason, thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks.